of this great man of God, I was baptized in tongues. The power of God dropped upon me. I knew God, but there was a realm, there was a level. Something began to happen in me. It was unexplainable. I began to be a new being. I began to pray in tongues. I went to my house with excitement. I said, I've met a man of God. He sang a song. I didn't even know there's a language called Yoruba. I want to testify unto the glory of God how the ministry of my spiritual father has touched me. Father came to South Africa 14 years ago. I encountered his ministry and he began to sing this song. And let me tell you, after that encounter of this great man of God, I was baptized in tongues. The power of God dropped upon me. I knew God, but there was a realm, there was a level. I've never been to Nigeria then. I've never gotten an encounter with any Nigerian being in my life. And I recall this song. He said, Capio Osio. My father said it. Capio
Osio. You are the guys, you are the God of heaven and the earth. Capio, Capio.
That moment, something lived in my spirit. Something began to happen in me. It was unexplainable. I began to be a new being. I began to pray in tongues. I went to my house with excitement. I said, I've met a man of God. He sang a song. I didn't even know there's a language called Yoruba. God touched me. Oh yes, he did. Thank you, Father, for answering the call. The second testimony that I just want to give today, among the thousands of testimony, how this ministry has changed my personal life. It was in Cape Town years ago, and he said to me, do you know that there is a price of greatness? He began to break it down, and I was offended. Because I believe that when we enter into God, when we serve God, there should be no pain. He said to me, do you understand that Jesus was crucified beside being innocent? I said, yes. And he began to speak to me, breaking the word. I was crying and mourning in my spirit. I said, Lord, if this journey is going to be like this, don't call me. So my mindset began to change. You know, sometimes when we come to God, we think it's all bed of roses. When we come to God, we think our neighbor, the pastor leading us, or the person around us, or the preacher itself will be kind to us. My father began to change the mindset. It was not easy, child of God, but I want to speak to somebody here. And a time came in my life, everything he prophesied came to pass. The journey was not easy, but let me say something. I always say this to him. He didn't know I was going to give this testimony, but I had to. I always say this to him. If not for you, my man of God, if not for you, my father, I would have ran from the church. I wouldn't have answered the call. I would have stayed being comfortable, being a financial apostle. I would have supported financially. I would have ran from the front row. I would have been comfortable in the crowd. Thank you, sir.